Hello and welcome back. Please like, comment, subscribe. I look a little run down today. This is at the end of the day. Like, this is literally the end of the work day for me, and I've been dealing with crazy little 5-year-olds all day, so like we're gonna make it work. Let's see, where do I begin? So I'm gonna make this video might be really short. I'm not really sure yet. I did want to do an apartment tour since I've never actually done like apartment hunting before. I really think it could be really fun. Except I'm in New Orleans apartment hunting. I'm not apartment hunting in New York. So I know my bio for YouTube had said New York, however I moved out of New York. So yeah, this is a New Orleans apartment hunting. This is my first time apartment hunting and I was like really disappointed. Okay, so I'm a little disappointed because like I said, I've never actually apartment hunted before. It just felt like the first time, like the first few I've seen, I was like, man, these are so ugly. But like looking back, I was expecting some like big luxury apartment and that's just not really realistic. There are certain things that I like and dislike about each one, but like looking back at some of the ones that I toured, I was like, wow, I was really harsh on these. So I'm kind of like rethinking about it all. We did end up picking one of them. I'm not gonna say which one yet until we get the place, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, it's like 2 minutes from where we are now, and it's really close to my dance classes. It's close to my fiance's appointments. And it's just in like a cute little kind of central location. It's close to our work. It's close to TJ Maxx, which I really love. And it's on the 3rd floor if we get it. So but I just wanted to like share it with people, like my experience as a first-time apartment hunter, because a lot of people were like asking me like, why don't you get a house? But a lot of people that like I work with a bunch of older people, and they're all telling me like, you know, you don't want a house right now just because the mortgage is so high and all. So yeah. Okay, so the first apartment that we went to go see is called Sun Lake Apartments. It's in New Orleans, Louisiana. And we didn't go with that one for a couple of reasons. Yeah. Okay, so in the next video, I'm doing like this. That was to kind of like mentally remind myself when I was doing these tours that like, okay, the first one I saw at Sun Lake was the 2-bedroom because there's another couple that went with us. And then the second one that we saw, that was the 1-bedroom. That was to kind of remind me like, okay, this is the 1 bed. So that's why I was doing that. So the next apartment that we went to go see, it's called Windsong Apartments. It's also in New Orleans. Some of them, oh my gosh, some of these apartments, I'm saying they're in New Orleans. If you're actually from New Orleans, it's a smaller part in Louisiana. It's next to New Orleans, but nobody ever knows the towns that I'm talking about. So for the ones that actually live in New Orleans, the first one that we just saw and this one is in Kenner. But I'm saying New Orleans because nobody knows where Kenner is. That's not from New Orleans. So these are called Windsong Apartments. This one was actually in my top for the longest time, and I will tell you why. Okay, so for Windsong, one of the reasons that we didn't choose this one was like literally in my top 3. I loved this one so much. I love the open floor plan. The reason that we didn't end up choosing Windsong is that I had called one day And then my fiance had called 2 different times because we were trying to figure out, like, they told us only the 1-bed loft was available, and we were on their website and they had a bunch of different 1-bedrooms available. So we called about asking, like, for more information, for prices and all, and they kept, like, running around the question. They wouldn't answer our questions. They just said, oh, well, you can go on a tour. But they kept, like, kind of daisying around the answers. Like, they wouldn't give us a straight answer. They had just said, oh, well, things change. Oh, well, it changes every day. So my fiance was like, okay, well, what's available today? And they just kind of kept saying, like, oh, well, I mean, until you come in and tour, like, we don't know what you're really wanting, even though we just told them we wanted a 1-bed. But I mean, also, like, they told us it would take 3 weeks for the background check to come in. And we just, like, when we moved into the first apartment, it took like a week at most. If that, like, I think it took just like less than a week, like just a few days, 2 or 3 days. And then for the one that we're trying to get now for the apartment, I think we just got approved for it. That one took like 2 or 3 days also. But I mean, we did it on the back half of the week, like a Thursday and a Friday, sort of. So I mean, not even a week, like two days probably. But I mean, like, the loft style was so nice, but the washer and the dryer was in the bedroom. Not that that would be a big deal because we're not gonna run it at night. It's just like the aesthetic of it, it wasn't what we were looking for. And then, like, if we have people over, it just felt like such a nice floor plan. Like, it felt so open and so inviting, which I love about it. And then the bathroom is all the way upstairs in our room, so they would have to walk all the way around our house into our bedroom to go to the bathroom, and that just made me feel a little strange, just because sometimes, like, I have friends over that I'm not, like, best friends with. It's not that I don't trust them, it's just like I think it's weird, because if I'm ever, like, I haven't folded my laundry yet, I think it could just be like a little strange to have someone walking through your bedroom. Not to mention, like, some people are creeps and, like, they look at your stuff. Of lighting at Windsong and those giant windows in the front room, not to mention the really big window in the bedroom was really nice too. That was like the ultimate driver for me on why Windsong was in my top 3. You will be shocked how hard it is. Like, once you actually start searching for a room with big windows like that, you'll be shocked at how hard it is to find that. Like, that was like one of my top, I really wanted that about an apartment. And like, they had that, so that's why, like, it's not like super spacious, but it is just us two. So
yeah, they're not like they're new. It's electric, no gas.
Okay, so I'm just going to do the rest of my apartment tours right now. So I've actually been here about like 2.5 weeks now, maybe 3 weeks if that's fair to say. I don't think so though. But I'm in my new apartment, actually. I wanted to light this candle. This candle is like literally my favorite candle in the whole freaking world. The yellow one, I don't even know what it's called, actually. I just know it's Mary's Candles. But, so the next one, oh my goodness. The next one that I went, don't you just hate when it like, okay. The next one that I went to go tour was called Chateau Napoleon. And this one I actually kind of took for granted. I didn't like how high like the fence was. So like, if you go on the patio, the fence was so high, so like it only really allowed for like this much natural lighting to come in, which was like a big no thank you for me. Just because like that was my #1 priority. Like, even if it was like a view of a freaking parking lot, which all of them pretty much were, I still wanted access to that sunlight. Like, that's just like my favorite thing, and that was just really important to me. But they didn't have that. They had these super high balconies. I did really like the living room. I didn't like in the living room how they had this window that was like this wide at the very top, like along the back wall, like along the same wall as the gate by the patio. I really love the windows in the bedroom. I love that the washer and dryer had their own room. It did feel a little cramped. Like, we're in a 2-bed right now. Like, we didn't intend to be on a 2-bed. It just worked out that way accidentally. But it did, like, the whole apartment, I'm saying, it did feel a tiny bit small. The kitchen, though, I absolutely hated. Yeah, that's the one where it had like this long, awkward cutout. So like the whole kitchen is like hidden, and then there's this awkward cutout, and I just like, I felt like that was such an eyesore for me. So yeah, that was like one of the reasons. Also, like, I didn't like how the outside looked. I just felt like it looked very like worn out and like dirty. But aside from that, I did really like that one. So I was trying to take a little. Okay, so here we go. The next apartment I toured, it was called Lumiere. So honestly, like, I hardcore judged every single apartment that I had gone to see. Lumiere was actually my top favorite, and that was because of all the lighting that was coming in. The biggest reason that we did not go with Lumiere was because, first of all, they had absolutely no closet unless you did a 2-bed, which was out of our price range. They turned the walk-in closet into a washer and dryer, which is not what we wanted. I think if it wasn't for that, like, there would have been no consideration for another apartment. I mean, it wasn't a farther away location than we really wanted, because I'm trying to go the opposite direction next year. However, that wasn't like the problem. The problem was like no storage space. The only place that had a little bit of storage was the front room, and like that wasn't even enough to hang clothes. Like, that was like, I would have had no space to hang my clothes. I would have had to like squeeze past to like get my clothes out and even look to see what they were. And to be quite honest, like, I'm just not interested in doing that. I think if it was just like me living there, I think I would have, but because my fiance also has clothes and it's not just my clothes, I didn't want to do that to myself. Like, I know how mentally crazy it drives me to have junk all over the floor, and had we gone with Lumiere, like, that would have been the case for every single thing. Especially because our wedding is next year, and we really wanted like a 14-month lease. So with our current place, like, we have so much storage, we don't even know what to do with it. As you can see, like, in the guest bedroom, it's empty. The big closet in the front room, it's empty. So this one works really, really well for us right now. I really liked how clean and upkept the like cabinets were in the kitchen. I love the gold handles. I love the clean black backsplash and white at Lumiere. I love the hardwood floors. I know I didn't get it on video, but they have this like really cool like workout room, like computer work room. So cool. Loved it. It did reek of weed though. Was not interested in that smell. But yeah, mainly it was just like the storage space. Like, that was the only reason that I didn't want to go with them anymore. I just couldn't see myself like not complaining every single day. They had a pool, which was really nice. They had the string lights, which I really liked. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So the next apartment that we toured, I'm not gonna say the name of that one, but because that's the one that we actually ended up going with. That one is weird because like the model that's in that video, that's actually not the format, or that's not the layout that we went with. So the one that you see in the video is like the fireplace and the 2 windows on the side, and then to the right is the kitchen with like the balcony, so all the lighting is coming in through the kitchen. That is what I definitely did not want, which they only had like a 2nd floor available, but like it wasn't facing any lighting, like it wasn't facing the pool or anything, so there would be no lighting coming in. It was facing another building. Let me see what else. So they did have a 1st floor available at the place that we're currently at. However, it also has those like really, really high like gates. So like only this much lighting would like come in naturally. And that just wasn't it for me. Like we went and walked around the complex to see what the actual apartment number would look like. And it just wasn't a good fit for us. That's why we decided to be on the 3rd floor. Even though if it was a pain on moving day, it was a big pain in the butt. But it worked out a lot better for us. Because the one that we have the patio in the living room, as opposed to in the video where it has the patio in the kitchen, and it's just kind of dark in the living room. So for that reason, that one almost turned me away from the place that we're currently at. I did like the kitchen. It was really, really big. We don't have a kitchen like in this apartment right now. We just have like a walkway where we could put like a kitchen and chair, like a table and chairs, but honestly, like I just didn't want to like shove a kitchen and chairs. I can either eat at the coffee table right in front of TV or on the couch. I was thinking about getting some bar stools, but like I really want to travel, so I hate to like collect more and more things. So I probably won't do that. Because we always watch, like every single night we watch TV to eat dinner anyway, because like we love to watch TV. It's just a lot of fun. So I just think it'd be like a waste of money. Other than that, I didn't like the bedroom size. Like it was kind of weird. I didn't like the placement of the window. It's just kind of like on the side, and it would kind of be like a quarter of the way in front of the bed, and it just felt wrong. But also it was really dark in there. And the carpet was really gross. So yeah. We actually went and toured this one a 2nd time. We toured the model the 2nd time. The first time it was just me and the lady. The 2nd time it was me and my fiance and the lady touring. Because like the model did really help like what the actual feel would be like. Because the first one was like there was nothing in there. Obviously, you're like in the video you can see, but it just helps to see like with stuff in it, like how does it actually feel? Like is it tight? Is it big? So, but our living room feels pretty big. So.
Ask for pictures.
Awesome, love that. Okay, so the next one that we went and toured, I really didn't like this one. There was a bunch of things. I don't remember. I want to say it was like Hickory Creek Apartments. I think it was Hickory Creek. It was one of the Creeks apartments. Like there's like a whole neighborhood for just the Creeks with all the different Creeks apartments. I want to say it was Hickory Creek Apartments. Honestly, like that one felt so dark, and the balcony, I did not like how high like the fencing or like the bars were. I did not like that at all. I did like how they had a closet out there. That was really cool actually. Nobody else has had that I've seen. The kitchen layout felt very awkward. I didn't like the boxed in feeling of like the wall between the kitchen and the like dining room. I think it felt like a little awkward for me. Okay, so yeah, the kitchen in this one felt very caged in, like way more than I really wanted. And also like the pantry was literally a water heater. So they didn't have a pantry. They had one in the hallway, but that one I would probably like not put food. But in this case, I would have had to put food. So I just didn't like the lack of storage. Love that. Okay. The big bathtub was honestly my favorite part of this one. Like, I really love a big bathtub. You could fit more things. And it's just more like cozy, I think. Just having like a shower like we have right now with our current place, that was my least favorite part about these apartments. Just because like it feels like it's so tight, like you can't even like turn around. So I really like that about it. I just walked past it. It's been a long day.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Okay, I also think the bedroom, the window was so awkward. Like it was like a caved in part of the wall, like with the window. And I just think like trying to put your bed there, and it also wasn't that wide of a space. So just like when she was giving me the tour, like I was trying to be super respectful, but like at the same time I was thinking like, oh my Lord, like this place is like, yeesh. Keep in mind though, like our first apartment was extremely nice. Like me and my friends shared an apartment together, so the rent was really low for us, but it was a really highly priced apartment, and I didn't realize like how much I was taking for granted like apartments. But now that I've been apartment hunting with like 10 different places, I am like seriously grateful for the time that I had that place. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It was bad timing on my end. This is the one that's currently available, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, so this place is called Walnut Creek, and the Creek's Apartments 2. And I really, really like the sunroom, like way more than I thought I would. I wasn't looking for a sunroom. My fiance wanted a sunroom, but we decided that a balcony was like more important than a sunroom to both of us. Because like he has an office space in this one, which he really wanted. And I have the balcony that I really wanted. So we kind of like both got what we wanted for this one. But for that one, I didn't like how the front room felt very small because the washer and dryer were at one corner and the sunroom is at the other corner. And I just think like trying to lay out furniture was kind of frustrating for us like mentally, because when I was touring this apartment, I was already thinking like, okay, I don't think I could fit a couch here. I think it'd be really stressful trying to walk around and do like a whole circle to get to the laundry machine. I just think it was like not a good fit for us, but it was a nice place. I like the kitchen layout a whole lot more. The dining room layout was a lot nicer than the previous one. For this one, I think like the layout of the bedroom was also a little bit awkward. I'm obsessed with the closet. I love the closet. But I think like for the bedroom, I think trying to walk like in front of the TV around the bed to get to the bedroom and having the window there, I think it was a little awkward. I would have liked to have my bed like facing the same wall, like the heads facing the same. Like I would have liked to have our heads, oh my goodness, our heads lay against the wall with the window and the closet, but it just wouldn't be like a good fit because the bathroom's on the other side. So okay, so this video is actually the model of the one that we are currently in. So it's kind of like a dupe of it. It was really, really nice. I really liked it. I did not like the washer and dryer. At the time, I didn't realize how small the washer was because I've never had my own washing machine. I just know like, oh, they have one, that's great. But now that like we're living here, like my last apartment has like a regular size washer and dryer, and I'm taking it so for granted right now. Yeah. because I kid you not, I've been doing laundry straight for like 2 weeks now because it only fits like 4 or 5 things at a time. And then like towels, it only fits like 2 towels. Yeah. So. I'm looking around. Sorry. I could take a video, right? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna put my cup here because I'm really tired of trying to position it on my bag. So for the model, like I actually really like the model. I didn't like how long the big bedroom was. That's our current bedroom. Cause like we are TV people, like we are heavy TV people. Like I love watching my shows. I love watching vlogs on the TV. So like I would have loved to have like a little sitting area, but I just don't think it would have been realistic for us. So we actually like, instead of having like in the big bedroom, like the bed facing this way, we turned it this way and our dresser's here with enough space to like get through, like a couple feet to get through, and we put our TV in front of the mirror. So it seems very like empty in there just because like this part of the room's taken and this part's empty. So we're still trying to like make it work. I don't know. It's just such a long room. Like there's so much room in there. But I think if you're trying to watch TV, like the wall's way over here and the bed's way over here. So we just wanted to turn it sideways. So. Okay, so I have like so many videos to like put into, like I use CapCut to edit my videos. I think it's just so quick and easy. I feel like I don't have to do that much. I could be kind of lazy with it. But I have so many videos like from a while ago. I've just been so busy. It's a shame. Imagine how great life would be if you didn't have to work. It'd be so great. But just let me know, like, I know I talked through like a lot of these videos. I did want to like heavily put, what's the word? Like heavily, like put heavy influence on the fact that like it is like New Orleans, Metairie areas. If you actually live in New Orleans, I'm looking in like Elmwood. But if you're not from here, it's New Orleans. Nobody knows the cities over here, so I say New Orleans, but it's actually like the Elmwood area or Kenner area. But yeah, just let me know like if there's something that you want to see, if you have questions about anything. If you live here and like you want to know more information about something, like I can definitely help you out with that. That's just like, this is just like my first like apartment hunting. Like I feel like such a big girl. I've never been apartment hunting before until right now. But I mean, this was miserable. So I can only imagine how miserable New York City would be to apartment hunt. Just because like I don't have a whole bunch of money. I have just what I can afford. And honestly, like our 2 salaries together, like if something were to happen to one of us, like we'd be screwed. But I mean, yeah. So it's just what we can afford, but there's some other places that I really wanted to go. It's just, it wasn't in the budget right now. But if you do have questions like any of the places that I've been to, leave me a message, contact me on Instagram, YouTube, wherever. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm honestly, I have like 100 and maybe a few more than 100 subscribers, but I think that is so cool. Like 100 people would like be interested in watching my videos. That is so cool. So yeah, this was my very first apartment hunting right after the wedding. In 14 months, I may apartment hunt again. I really don't know. So see you later.